Once college got over, so she came out of college. When her gaze went on Jungkook, who was looking here and there impatiently, she frowned a bit, but then she remembered what happened in morning. She took a deep breath and prepared herself to ignore him. Till then, Jungkook saw her and he immediately ran to her. And before she could react or say anything, he hugged her tightly, making her completely shocked. For some time, both didn't say anything, just stay like that, hugging each other. People were looking at them, but both weren't caring, as one were in shock and one doesn't care about others. Jungkook, He snuggled his face more in her neck, while his eyes were closed and tears were falling. But those tears were not because of pain, but because of happiness. Jungkook, leave me, what are you doing? It was first time when he hugged her, and because of that, she was more shocked, and as she has some different feeling for him, so that much closeness were making her so much nervous, as it was first time when they were this much close. It was first time when she was so close to the man who made her heart beat fast for the first time. I missed you so much. And Wine frowned on his words, as they live in same house, then how he can miss her just in a few hours, and why he will miss her, his maid's daughter. Jungkook, and she tried to push him, which made him break hug, and after breaking hug, he immediately cupped her face, looking in her eyes with his teary eyes, while beautiful smiles were dancing on his lips. He wanted to kiss her all over her face, but somehow he controlled his emotions and bring himself back to reality. Jungkook, what happened? Why are you crying? She got worried seeing him crying, and she forgot that she decided to stay away from him. She cupped his face immediately and wiped his tears. What happened? What are you doing here? I was missing you, so I came here to pick you. And why you are crying? I wasn't crying. I was standing there on road and a car was passing from there and some dust went in my eyes. And why were you missing me? You questioned a lot, just like before. Huh? Nothing, let's go. He held her hand and take her towards his car, while Wine was trying to find out the reason behind this new behavior, which was completely new for her. Are you hungry? Do you want to eat something? No, I'm not, and I just want to go home. He nodded excitedly and started driving. I didn't broke that picture intentionally. I pulled blanket from you and that picture falls down. I didn't know that picture were on bed. I'm so sorry for shouting at you in morning, and it was my fault that I slept while keeping that picture with me, and I even yelled at you when it was my mistake. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Yes, why? You are behaving weirdly. I'm happy, maybe that's why my behavior is weird. Wine nodded and thought to not say or ask more things that she knew about his sudden change in behavior. What if he got angry on something and shouted at her again? So she thought to enjoy ride quietly. In some time, they reached John Mansion. Jungkook walked out of car and opened Wine's side door. She stepped out while looking at him. Everything was completely new for her. His smile, his happiness, and this new behavior. He was completely new Jungkook. I'm asking you again, are you okay? No, I'm not. Now let's go inside. Mom, Dad is waiting for you. He holds her hand and starts walking inside. But why they are waiting for me? Jungkook left for Wine's college in morning, so when he wasn't home, his mom got worried for him and called him, and he told them everything, and Mr. and Mrs. Lee also tell them everything, including Wine's dream and the way she gets headaches, so everyone decided they won't tell Wine anything before consulting doctors. Mom, we are home, he spoke, gaining his parents' attention. His mom got up from couch and walked close to Wyan. She was looking so much emotional. Auntie, Mrs. John hugged Wyan without saying anything, making her more confused. Auntie, what happened? Nothing. I told her about warning, so she was worried for you. Did he hurt you, daughter? She asked, cupping Wyan's cheeks after pulling away from hug. No, he didn't. Don't get so much emotional, you will scare her, he said after noticing Wan's confused face. Go get fresh up. Mr. John kissed Wan's head with a little smile. Wan nodded her head and started walking away. Let's go. He held her hand and pulled her towards his room. She grown up so well. Now I understand why she was looking so familiar to me. I told Park about her and finally, they are coming back Korea after many years. See how Jungkook is happy. Finally our old Jungkook is back. Jungkook's parents were talking, being so happy, but their Mrs. Lee were crying. Standing in a corner, she was so much scared to lose Ryan, whom she raised like her own daughter, whom she loved like her own daughter. Go and get fresh, I'm waiting, he said, leaving her hand. Then why you bring me here? I was going to get fresh up. And Jungkook bit his lip. He brought her in his room like before, as he used to live in his room and use his washroom whenever she came in his house. Go. And Wayne walked out of his room. I have to be a bit careful till we consult doctor about her health. Wayne got fresh and she was arranging her books when she heard knock on door. Door was open. She lifted her head and found Jungkook standing on door. Do you need anything? He came inside. I told you to come after getting fresh. Then why you didn't come? I was waiting for you. He pouted after speaking, which surprised Wayne again. I forgot. She lied. She didn't forget, but she didn't have any reason to go to him, and his new behavior was also making her nervous, so she thought to not go to him, but she didn't expect he will come here if she want to go to him. Okay, let's go. I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything from morning. What? Why you didn't eat? I forgot now. Let's go. He held her hand and walked out of room. Mom sent our snacks in my room, he shouted while walking towards his room, and Wayne was following him quietly. It's all my favorite snacks. I know, and that's why I told Cook to make everything of your likes. I didn't told you about my likes, then how you know that what is my favorite snacks? I yelled at you in morning, so I was feeling guilty, and that's why I asked your mom about your favorite snacks. Oh, eat now. Wayne lost her memory, but she still liked those things which she used to like before. Wayne woke up in midnight as she felt thirsty, but she frowned when she heard someone so. Mom, what happened? Her mom was crying silently while her back was facing Wayne. Mom, nothing, sleep. Mom, tell me. She somehow made Mrs. Lee face her, and she noticed Mrs. Lee's face was all red because of crying. Mom, Wayne cupped Mrs. Lee's face and wiped her tears. Tell me what happened. I saw a bad dream that you left us, me. That was just a dream which will never come true. Wayne hugged Mrs. Lee, and Mrs. Lee buried her face in Wayne's chest like a kid while still sobbing. Mom, I will never leave you. And Dad, now don't cry, please. You know, I get so much hurt seeing tears in your eyes. What the hell, you scared me. Sorry, and good morning. Good morning, but what are you doing here this much early? Wayne opened her room's door and she bumped with Jungkook as he was leaning on door. I was waiting for you. Your mom told me you are getting ready, so I was standing here. But why? To drop you college. From today, I will drop you college every day. But I can go by myself. When I'm here to take you everywhere, then why you will go alone? You are scaring me now. Tell me, did you bump your head with something? Did you fall from bed and hurt your head? You are behaving totally weird. Am I behaving weird? Yes. I don't know why I'm behaving weirdly, but for now, let's go. Everyone is waiting for you on dining table. And again, he holds her hand and starts pulling towards dining area. One came out of college after college hours got ended, and she saw Jungkook was standing in front of college gate while leaning on his car, and when he noticed her, he smiled widely. "Are you okay? Are you feeling hungry?" He took back from her hand and started asking a lot of questions. Well, it's right, he was behaving clingy, but as he lost her many years ago, and he lost his hopes to see her again, so when he got her back, he became extra protective and started behaving so much clingy with her. "I'm not hungry, but can we eat ice cream? It's winter. Still, I want to eat. Just one, please." She saw him her beautiful puppy eyes. "Don't show me those puppy eyes. You know I can't resist them." "Please, please, please. This girl will kill me someday with her over cuteness. Fine, let's go, but you will eat only one. Okay? Okay." They came back home and Wine found some other person sitting in living room. And when they noticed Wine's presence, everyone got up from couch and looked at Wine. "Auntie, this is Wine, my friend." A woman came to Wine. Her eyes were teary. She kissed Wine's cheek while Wine was confused, and her head also started aching a little, so she clenched her clothes in her fist. "Mom, she is tired. Let her rest. Jungkook, take her from here." "Yes, Jimin Hyung, and Jungkook take Wine with him." "She is my Wine, my daughter. She is alive." "Yes, Mom, she is alive, but she don't know us. She forgot everything, and without consulting doctor, if we will force her, it can create problems for her. Didn't you hear what Mrs. Lee said? She said Wine dreams these days a lot and she gets heavy headaches." "I want to hug her, just one, please." Who was she and why she was crying? "She is my friend Jimin's mom. Her daughter's name is also Wine, but she is not with her right now, and that's why she got emotional after seeing you, as your name is Wine." "Jimin, Mrs. Park, Wine. That Wine who she stopped speaking after noticing what she was about to speak in front of him. What if he again got hurt by hearing about his love's death? "Huh? Nothing." Jungkook understand what she wanted to ask, but for him she didn't, and it made him so much happy that she cared for him. "Here, gulp all this medicine." Wine came in kitchen to drink water, and she saw Mrs. Park was cooking something, so she went close to her. "Auntie, if you want, you can think me as your daughter." And Mrs. Park hugged Wine immediately while her tears were falling non-stop. Wine had saw Mrs. Lee crying just by thinking that someday Wine will leave her, and here Mrs. Park's daughter died many years ago. She thought that no one can understand Mrs. Park's pain, and that's why she thought to talk to her and make her feel at least even a bit good. "Are you okay?" Wine kissed Mrs. Park's back to make her calm. They stayed like that for some time and then pulled away, while Wine again started feeling weird by seeing Mrs. Park's teary eyes. "I cooked food for you. Would you like to eat?" "I would love." "Then let me feed you." "Why are we in hospital?" "Mrs. Lee told me you get heavy headache, so we came here to meet doctor. But there is no need of talk." "There is. Now don't argue like a stubborn kid, and let's go." "Jungkook, why this man always order me? Talk to me nicely and politely, Mr. Park, Jimin." Wine was fighting with Jimin like before, which brought a smile on both men's face. "That's never gonna happen. Now let's go." and he pulled her inside doctor's cabin. And doctor did a lot of checkup on her and asked a lot of questions. So when you get so hard headaches, whenever I dream about me calling someone named Cook, I get so heavy headaches, but nowadays it gets worse. My head starts aching whenever I see Jungkook or anyone crying. I start feeling weird. Do you see some blurry pictures sometimes? Yes, some blurry pictures come many times in front of me. Whenever I go on some place, I feel like I came here before and I have some connection with that place. Even when I saw Jungkook for the first time, I feel like I know him before. He is so close to me. And when I saw Park Auntie for the first time, I felt like I want to hug her and call her Oma. I was feeling so much weird and my head starts spinning that time too. Oh, it's normal thing. You are not taking proper sleep and proper meal on time. That's why you are feeling like this. And everything is normal. Jungkook, don't worry. Taeyong, signal Jungkook something. When we have to discuss something important about Jimin Hyung's business. With Taeyong, can you wait in waiting room till we finish our talks? You will get bored here. Okay, and Wine walked out of Taeyong's cabin. Will her memory back? Yes, her mind is already trying to remember those parts of her life which she forgot, and we can bring her memory back. Tell her things little by little, show her things little by little. Don't put too much pressure on her brain, and most important, whenever she gets heavy headache, don't let her take sleeping pills. Sleeping pills are heavy too, which make us sleep and our brain stop working because of effects, and taking it often can so much dangerous. But she already take a lot of pills. We can't do anything about that, but now make sure to keep her away. Whenever she get headaches, do something to distract her mind. Jimin and Jungkook nodded their head. And they start doing simple and small things which start pressuring one's mind. This handprint looks beautiful, isn't it? Yes. What happened, Wyan? He asked after noticing Wyan closing her eyes tightly, and she shook her head. Whenever she saw that handprint, some blurry picture comes in front of her eyes, which gave her headache. You know, once Wyan cooked for the first time, and she put a lot salt in noodles, and when Jimin Hyung eat, he vomited a lot. Wyan chuckled while some blurry pictures again roam in front of her eyes. Leave this talk now. Wyan, go get some rest. You are here from when you came back from college. Okay, Auntie. Wyan smiled at Mrs. John and then went towards her room. What you both are doing? She asked, coming inside Jungkook's bedroom. We are checking some old albums. Do you want to see? It's Wyan's pick. Yeah, sure. She sat on bed and Jungkook started showing her pictures. Jimin and Jungkook were saying her few incidents behind some interesting picture while Wyan's head started aching badly. What happened, Wyan? He asked after noticing her tense face. I'm fine. And she got up to walk out of the room, but Jungkook immediately pulled her down on bed. Where are you going? My head is hurting badly. I'm going to take pills. Stay here. Jimin Hyung will bring pills. Hyung, you go and bring her medicine. Nodding his head, Jimin walked out of his room. Let me massage your head, okay? Wyan nodded her head and Jungkook started massaging her head slowly. After trying a lot of things, Jungkook and Jimin decided to take Wyan on the spot from where she fell. Everything looks beautiful from here, right? He asked Wyan, who started taking deep breath. Cook, catch me. Wyan, don't run like this here. Cook, I'm here, catch me. Wyan, don't run like that and come back here. You both can't even catch me. Wyan looked behind while still running and suddenly her feet slipped and Wyan, Cook, She grabbed a huge stone for support and Jungkook immediately held her hand to pull her up. Jimin Hyun called mom, dad. Cook, my hand is slipping. Wine, don't leave my hand. I'll save you. Love, believe me. Cook, my hand is hurting badly. I can't hold anymore. No, Wine, don't leave me. Cook. Jimin came with their parents, but till then Wine fell down. There was huge forest around mountains. Everyone started crying, but Jungkook was looking down with his blank face. Wine, what happened? He shook her a little. Cook, I fall, and Jungkook immediately hugged her. Cook, I'm your princess. I'm your Wine. I know, love, now don't cry. He lifted her a little, still hugging her, and started walking towards his car where Jimin were. Jungkook, what happened her? Youngsi got Oppa. She looked at Jimin with her teary eyes, and Jimin's tears also started falling. You, Wine? I remembered everything, Oppa. She pulled away from Jungkook and hugged Jimin, and both brother and sister started crying for some time while hugging each other. I missed you a lot. Everyone was looking so happy after knowing Wine got her memory back, while Mr. and Mrs. Lee were holding their tears somehow. Let's go back our village. Now we don't have any reason to work hard and earn money. Don't get sad. See how our daughter is happy. I'm not sad. I'm happy that she gets this much loving family who loves her a lot. Mr. and Mrs. Lee walked out of John Manson after looking at Wine for the last time. Where is mom? I didn't saw her. She was here some time ago. I think she is in kitchen. I will call her. And Mrs. John went to call Mrs. Lee. After some time, Mrs. John came back with her worried face. What happened, auntie? Mr. and Mrs. Lee left job. Huh? Here, see this letter. Wine, my daughter, we are happy to see you happy. Now we don't have any rights on you and we don't have any reason to earn money. So we are going back our village and take care of yourself. Eat on time and stay always happy. Tears rolled down from her cheeks. I'm going to bring them back. And she ran out of house. I'm going with her. I'm also coming. Jungkook drive fast. Why don't worry, we will reach station before they leave. They reached station and start looking here and there to find Mr. and Mrs. Lee. And after some time, they saw them sitting on a bench while Mrs. Lee was still crying. Mom, both of them lifted their head and found one standing there. Why are you going away from your daughter? You thought I will forget you after remembering about my real parents. How you can think that I will forget them who raised me, who love me unconditionally? Wine burst in tears and Mr. and Mrs. Lee hugged her immediately. Let's go back. I can't leave without you. She is lucky. Everyone loves her a lot. Don't feel jealous, man. Who is jealous? She deserves everyone's love, and that's why everyone loves my princess. Excuse me, she is only my princess, okay? Now don't get jealous, man. Oppa, take mom, dad's bag. Let's go, mom, dad. See how she start ordering me? Jungkook chuckled and went to lift to Mr. and Mrs. Lee's bag. Where is Jungkook? You are going to your house, so he's crying in his room. I will come in sometime. And she walked towards Jungkook's bedroom. I see someone is crying for me. Who is crying? I'm not crying, okay? He was lying on bed while his face was buried in pillow. Okay then, I'm going. Bye. Before she could even move, Jungkook sat on bed and pulled her on bed.